Welcome back, boys and girls. Today, we're going to be checking out one of my favorite subreddits, Am I the A-Hole? But before we get into it, could you hit that subscribe button? We're so close to 100 subscribers, and it would be fantastic if we could get there. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking at the subreddit, Am I the A-Hole? It's a place where people post their stories, asking whether or not they are the a-hole in a situation, and it's up to us, the viewer, to decide if they are the asshole. Let's go ahead and start out with this one. It seems like it's going to be a little interesting. Am I the a-hole for having an abortion and telling my boyfriend that I had a miscarriage? Well, we're off to a great start. Oh, apparently this post has been removed. Gosh darn it, I kind of wanted to read that one. I'm just gonna go ahead and say you're a little bit of an asshole for not telling your boyfriend that you were getting an abortion and then claimed you had a miscarriage. That does seem like something you should probably have a conversation about. Oh, here we go. Am I the asshole for not wanting to moderate my girlfriend's Twitch chat? That's something I definitely would not want to be moderating. Just a bunch of lonely dudes commenting on your girl. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to see that. Then again, it could be for a good time. But let's go ahead and read what this guy has to say. Last year, my girlfriend started streaming video games on Twitch and blew up. She's at the point now where she's a full-time content creator. She averages around 300 viewers and has people to moderate her chat. She says she just wants me to be there to support her. The problem is that I am a full-time nurse practitioner. I work Monday through Friday from 7 to 3. She wants me to come home from work and then sit at my computer and moderate the chat for 5 hours after I work all day. She said it's not so much about modding as she wants me to talk in chat since she talks about me all the time. When I come home, I just want to unwind and watch a show or play my own game. I don't want to sit in the chat. I tried just pulling it up and leaving it up while I did other stuff, but she really wants me to talk and chat, not just lurk. I don't understand why. It's already moving too fast for her to read anything. She can't fathom why I wouldn't want to spend time with her this way and support her career. We got in an argument last night because I said she didn't need me to support her career. It's supporting herself because she's obviously good at it. Maybe I am an asshole. I don't know. I just don't want to do it. I wouldn't necessarily call this guy an asshole for not wanting to sit in on his girlfriend's stream after he's been working all day. That doesn't really seem that unreasonable of a request. I mean, he said he was a nurse working from 7 to 3. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty intense job. I would for sure want to just come home and relax. I definitely understand his girlfriend's perspective though. She just wants him to sit in on it, enjoy it, see what's going on there. I would definitely get that. Like, I mean, you would want your significant other to kind of see what you're doing in your life, your career. But I highly doubt that she goes to the hospital to check in on him while he's working to go see what's up. I feel like you can support your significant other without necessarily being there. Again, it'd be cool if he stopped by every now and then, but to make it seem as though it's like a requirement of the relationship seems a little ridiculous. I would be kind of upset with my significant other if they never ever wanted to sit in on the chat or something along those lines or watch your stream. If they were just downright no, I'm not going to do that and I'm never going to do that. That would be a little upsetting. This dude's definitely not the asshole. And I don't really think she's an asshole either. It does seem like they're both being kind of reasonable. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my neighbor's kid's phone after he dropped it in my pool when he was swimming in it? Some of these are just blatantly obvious. You're clearly not the asshole unless you threw the phone into your pool. I'm a male, 37, an architect, and 3 months ago I built a swimming pool since it was enough space, blah blah blah. I don't care about you building a swimming pool. On Tuesday afternoon I caught my neighbor's son swimming in our pool, messing with each other with their phones out, taking selfies and whatnot. They were trying to stay quiet so I wouldn't see them. So they broke in? They didn't even have permission? They just decided to swim in your pool without permission? 40 minutes later their dad dad came yelling at me to let him in, get his son's phone back because he left it while running from me. We looked for it, and, well, there it was, sitting at the bottom of the pool. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The phone's obviously broken. I chuckled and told him to get the hell out, but my wife freaked out when he mentioned police intervention. I told him yes. I yelled, blah, blah, blah. I might have caused the kid to drop his phone into the pool, but his son's responsible for this outcome. Yeah, dude, I'm not even going to finish this post. You're clearly not the asshole. These people didn't even have permission to swim in your pool, damaged their own property. Then their dad comes in, raging like the asshole that he is, and then wants you to pay for a phone that they dropped into a pool that they weren't invited to swim in? Come on, man. You're clearly not the asshole. Let's get real here. Will I be the asshole if I kept things I technically never paid for? Yes. So I never really buy bras for myself, and I really needed to, but they can be very expensive. So I sold some things I didn't need anymore for some cash to go purchase these bras at a large retailer. Because of where I've recently moved, I didn't have a feasible way of getting said cash onto a debit card. I don't care. I picked out 2 very simple bras in store and paid cash for them, but there were 2 more I wanted online. The lady said she couldn't take cash for an online purchase and gave no further solution than to come back with money on a card. So I got the idea to buy a prepaid Visa debit card because I really desperately needed these clothes. I came back in a store to set up the online order, and for some reason my prepaid card isn't working. We finangled a lot, and the store manager even admitted she should have just let me buy an in-store gift card with cash to make the purchase. Yeah, why wasn't that a suggestion? Unfortunately, I was never able to purchase the items and went home very upset because now the money on this card is practically worthless for its original purpose. If I went out and used the money elsewhere at stores that actually took the card, I ended up not being so upset, and then I got an email. The bras had been purchased with an in-store gift card. Very confused, I watched the bras tracking until they eventually ended up at my doorstep. I called the store and confirmed they had actually not technically been paid for. My moral dilemma is I really don't have the extra money to go out. Okay, we get it. No. You're actually not the asshole. When I first read it, I thought she was just gonna, steal them or something. But the store fucked up and, for whatever reason, sent her the bras. So, I mean, it's kind of the store's problem at that point. They're a large retailer, so I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be a significant, it's not like it's a small business. I don't really think you're gonna fuck up their whole business model or cash flow. And again, it was their fuck up. They sent you the bras. So, I mean, if a company sends me free shit, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I don't really think you're an asshole for keeping bras that were sent to you, whether or not they were by accident. I mean, sorry, chief, but maybe you should do a better job next time. Am I the asshole for continuing to talk to a girl who has been on 5 dates with another dude? Oh my god. She's been on 5 dates with other dudes and you're still talking to her, you piece of garbage? I met this chick at the bar and we really hit it off, and we've been talking nonstop and we have so much in common, but she said she has been seeing this dude and they've gone on a few dates. He thinks they are dating. She says they're not. She said she's way more interested in me and wish we would have met sooner. She just doesn't want to hurt his feelings because apparently he's a nice guy. This is so cringe, dude. I hate hearing stories like this. Dude, just tell the person that you don't want to date that you don't want to date them. It's really not that difficult to do. Like, honestly, I never understood that. If I don't want to hang out with someone, I either don't just stop talking to them or tell them to fuck off. It's really not that hard of a thing to do, especially when you know you're more interested in the other person. Why would you subject yourself to hanging out with someone you don't really want to hang out with because you feel bad for them when you know in reality you'd rather be hanging out with this other person? Let's continue reading. She doesn't want to hurt his feelings because apparently he's a nice guy, although he seemed like a typical frat bro douche to me. Am I an asshole for continuing to talk to her? Should I stop? She's amazing, and it would be a bummer to let her go, especially to that guy. No, how are you an asshole? Like, no, you're definitely not the asshole. Especially, like, she thinks, or he thinks that they're dating, but she says they're not. That's kind of on that dude's problem for misinterpreting the situation. And that's not your problem, chief. It's kind of her problem. She's the one who's got to deal with the other guy, not you. And then you're going to stop talking to her because you feel bad for this dude? No, fuck off, mate. Come on. If it's true love, it's true love, alright? You gotta fight for that, bro. Even if she's been on 5 dates. 5 dates. Think about that. They're about to get married. I mean, 5 dates, that's very super serious stuff. Yeah, honestly, kind of a stupid question. Not gonna lie here. Maybe if they were like married or actually committed to each other, that'd be a different question, but 5 dates? Really? Come on. If anything, the girl's an asshole for leading this guy on. I mean, yeah, you have no part in that. So the Reddit community has determined that she is not the asshole for emasculating my fiance in front of his family. My fiance and I have been together for about 6 years, engaged for 2. After we got engaged, we sat down and had the deal breakers talk. Basically, things in our lives, our futures, hypothetical, okay, I know what deal breakers are, and I'm sure you do too, so we don't need to continue. One of the things on my list was no prenup. I'm not here to debate with anyone about their use. I just think that if you're preparing for a divorce before even getting married, it's a sign that you're probably marrying the wrong person. He agreed and everything was fine. Lately, his family keeps on bringing up signing a prenup. I've told her no many times, said this is an issue between us and we will discuss it privately, make our own decisions as a couple. He also tells her no, although more weakly. Well, last night we went there for dinner and she brought out an actual prenup drafted by her lawyer. Dude, who the fuck is this mom, dude? Who are you? I hate people like that. 100%. I understand you want to look out for your son. You don't want him to get fucked if they do end up getting divorced, but like, who are you, bro? That's so shady, dude. That right there just like proves that you just do not give any amount of shit towards your son's opinion if you go out of your way to talk to your lawyer to make a prenup for a marriage that doesn't even involve you. That's ridiculous. She put it in front of me after dinner and told me to sign. Obviously, I didn't even read it, let alone sign it. Yeah, dude, who the fuck are you, lady? Get out of here. Dude, I would have been so pissed. I'm gonna go ahead and assume here that he gets emasculated because he doesn't tell his mom to pound sand, which any self-respecting person would do for their significant other after your mom gets your soon-to-be wife to sign a prenup. I would be a little pissed at my mom. Not gonna lie. She called me a gold digger. No one, including my fiance, stood up for me, so I stood up for myself. What a beta, dude. What a beta male, dude. Not that I'm really above that, but Jesus Christ, that really pisses me off. I told her that there is no gold to dig here. I make 4 times as much as he makes. I'm an MD and he dropped out second year. I paid off all my student debt. He has over $100K left. I have my own house, ample savings, and will certainly inherit more from my parents than he will from his. They have 6 kids and are middle class. What is she worried about? That shut her up real quick, especially when she said, if anything, he's the gold digger here. My fiance is now angry with me. He said it was emasculating for his family to know I'm so much more successful than him, and his brothers are making jokes and changed his contact info to gold digger. Personally, I don't think I was rude or out of line, but he thinks I was an asshole and could have handled it better. I don't really see how to play the devil's advocate here, because she was clearly standing up for herself, making clear and concise points that she's obviously not a gold digger, nor it would be impossible for her to be a gold digger when clearly she's the breadwinner in the relationship. And if that's emasculating to you, well, that's something you need to work on. It's not really your soon-to-be wife's problem that she makes more than you. If it bothers you that much, figure out a way to make more money or something equivalent. That's hilarious. And yeah, the fact that he just like stood there and listened to it happen and didn't say anything is also very ridiculous. So I'm kind of glad he got emasculated, to be fair. Am I the asshole for getting upset with my husband when he decided that he wanted to cut caffeine out of his diet? Yo, you fucking piece of shit. Are you serious? I don't even want to be with you anymore. You don't want to drink coffee anymore? You don't want to drink energy drinks? Why are we even together? Yes, I know the title sounds strange, but please just hear me out. My husband and I have been married for about 3.5 years. We have a daughter who is almost a year old, and I'm pregnant with our second child, who we found out is going to be a boy. I'm so excited. So we like to go out about once a week for our date night to either a Mexican, Thai, or Italian restaurant. Neither of us drink, so we both always ordered a Diet Pepsi with a lemon twist. It's just kind of a thing. It's kind of their thing. Diet Pepsi with a lemon twist. How cute. Last week we went out to our Mexican restaurant, and instead of the Diet Pepsi, my husband asked for a lemonade. After the waitress left and I asked him why he ordered a lemonade, I didn't mind. I'd just never seen him order that. He made the announcement that he decided to stop consuming caffeine. Piece of shit. It just took me aback. I'm not necessarily saying this is the healthiest thing, but we both like to have coffee together in the morning, and we both like to have Diet Pepsi with dinner. I felt as if he was just unilaterally changing a relationship dynamic. You guys can still enjoy breakfast and dinner together. It's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. When I asked him why he made that decision, he just said, I just want to see if I feel better without it. I got kind of upset with him. I just feel personally attacked right now. I can't believe you would do this to our relationship. Like, are you serious? How are we going to enjoy dinner together anymore? How are we going to enjoy breakfast without the coffee, without the Diet Pepsi and lemon twist in it? I mean, we might as well just get divorced at this point. I kept pressing even after we left dinner. Finally, he said, well, I didn't want to say anything, but since you won't let this go, I have a problem with back knee. As I'm sure you've noticed, I heard that caffeine can contribute to this. I just want to see if cutting it out will make a difference. When I asked why he hadn't just said that to begin with, he answered, because it's embarrassing. And besides, why does it matter? If I want to quit caffeine, why do I need to justify it to you? By the way, I had noticed that he has a slight body acne problem, but I've never made an issue out of it. It's not so bad. I don't know why he cares if I'm not objecting to it. In my opinion, we are married, so even something as seemingly minor as cutting caffeine affects both of us. It does not affect both of you. Was I wrong to make an issue out of it? Yeah, you definitely were. Edit. In fairness, I should mention that I got kind of upset with him at dinner and was giving him a hard time. That is such a weird thing to get upset about. I mean, I can understand it to a degree because it was like this cute little thing that you did, and now it's not going to happen anymore. It's not like this huge, like, emotional issue. He literally just doesn't want to drink caffeine anymore, and you're butthurt about it. I feel like the comments are going to roast her. Let's find out. Yeah, like, this is a weird thing to get upset about. Him cutting caffeine unilaterally changed your relationship dynamic. What the fuck? I think you need therapy. You sound a bit controlling and oddly obsessive. Yeah, that's very odd. A very odd thing to get upset about. Indeed. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Leave a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you guys think on these issues. Did I make some mistakes? Were these people assholes? Were they not? Thank you for tuning in. I'm Hunter Z. Eastman, and as always, I will see you next time.